morning. It's Thursday, November 20th. Thank you so much for joining us on this edition of Wex Wake Up. I'm Natasha Sweet. President Donald Trump signed the Epstein Files Transparency Act into law Wednesday, releasing thousands of documents related to the late sex offender Jeffrey Epstein after reversing his earlier opposition to the measure.
I have nothing to do with Jeffrey Epstein. I threw him out of my club many years ago because I thought he was a sick pervert. But I guess I turned out to be right. But you know who does have? Bill Clinton, Larry Summers, who ran Harvard, was with him every single night, every single weekend. They lived together. They went to his island many times. I never did.
The swift passage came after a bipartisan discharge petition forced a House vote with only one Republican opposing it. Trump painted Epstein as a lifelong Democrat tied to figures like Bill Clinton and Hakeem Jeffries, while ordering a new DOJ probe into those connections via the Southern District of New York. Attorney General Pam Bondi promised more files within 30 days, but warned that active investigations and victim protections could keep some records sealed. Republicans, including Senator Rand Paul, bet on political backlash to ensure transparency amid ongoing scrutiny of Epstein's financial ties to banks like J.P. Morgan. President Donald Trump announced he'll meet with New York City Mayor-elect Zohran Mamdani in the Oval Office on Friday, despite calling the socialist leader a communist in a Truth Social post.
We did reach out to the White House, and my team reached out because of a commitment that I made to New Yorkers, that I would be willing to meet with anyone and everyone so long as it was to the benefit of the 8.5 million people who call the city home and their struggle to afford the most expensive city in the United States of America.
Mamdani, who will be sworn in on New Year's Day after his recent victory, has criticized Trump publicly, but expressed willingness to discuss key issues like affordability and lowering the cost of living. He told supporters on election night to turn the volume up on his anti-Trump rhetoric, yet stressed he's ready to work together for New Yorkers' benefit or fight harmful policies. Trump, a New York native with ties to Queens like Mamdani, showed keen interest in the city's mayoral race. This will be their first meeting. U.S. District Judge James Boasberg is resuming contempt proceedings against Trump administration officials accused of violating his order to return deported Venezuelan gang members from El Salvador. The judge ruled in March that the administration could not deport suspected Tren de Aragua members using the Alien Enemies Act, but two planes had already left U.S. airspace for a Salvadorian prison. The Justice Department argued the flights were beyond the court's reach, but Boasberg found willful violation and initiated contempt inquiries. An appeals court temporarily vacated his probable cause finding, but did not halt the proceedings, allowing him to move forward. A frequent critic of the administration, Boasberg faces calls for impeachment from Republican senators. Well, thank you so much for joining us on this Thursday morning. For more stories, be sure to head on over to our website and give us a follow on social media so you can stay in the know and all that's trending in politics. Have a great day.